Picture this. Saturday morning, New York City. The city that never sleeps is wide awake, buzzing with an energy that's both familiar and entirely new. The usual chaos, the honking taxis, the hurried footsteps. But today, the streets are packed with thousands marching together, a sea of faces moving as one. Grandmas, college kids, all walks of life represented. Business folks in their power suits, artists with paint-stained hands. Everyone's here, united by a common cause, a shared feeling. The signs? Hilarious, sharp, and deeply personal, each one a tiny window into the heart of the movement. My landlord thinks he's a king. My rent says he's a tyrant. A clever jab at the powers that be. I'm raising a citizen, not a subject. A powerful statement about the future. It's not just noise, it's a chant, a rhythmic pulse of collective will. No more kings! Echoing off skyscrapers, bouncing off the glass and steel, shaking the pavement with its conviction. This isn't just about anger, although there's plenty of that. It's fundamentally about unity, about finding common ground. People are tired of systems that only serve the top, of a world where the rich get richer and everyone else struggles. And it's not just New York. My phone's blowing up with videos from every corner of the country. Chicago, Louisiana, even small towns you've never heard of. This is a national wave, a real movement building momentum, not just a fleeting moment of outrage. The conversation isn't being dictated from news studios or political podiums. It's happening organically, right here, on the streets, face to face. You can feel it in the air, in the energy of the crowd. Something big is changing, a shift in the tectonic plates of society. So what exactly is No King's Day? What's the idea behind it, and why are people talking about it? No, we don't have a king, at least not in the traditional sense. But that's precisely the point. It's a metaphor, a symbol for something much larger than a literal monarch. Today's kings aren't wearing crowns. They're CEOs, billionaires, individuals amassing incredible wealth, and politicians with unchecked power, wielding influence without accountability. They control prices, impacting our daily lives, laws, shaping the very fabric of our society, even the platforms we use to talk to each other, controlling the flow of information. No King's Day is a modern declaration of independence, a statement. Reminding everyone that in a democracy, a true democracy, power should ultimately come from the people, not be concentrated in the hands of a few. These protests say, "You work for us. Your power exists because we allow it, and we can take it away." It's not about one isolated issue. It's about fighting the pervasive feeling that the game is rigged against us. Whether it's the environment and the looming threat of climate change, inequality, and the ever-widening wealth gap, or corruption and the erosion of trust in our institutions, the real enemy, the core problem, is concentrated, unaccountable power. That's why so many are marching together, united under one banner, demanding change. At these protests, a new energy is palpable. You see America's real face, a mosaic of backgrounds and beliefs, all united by a common cause. Nurses, farmers, the backbone of our communities, are stepping forward. Teachers, gig workers, those shaping the next generation and powering the modern economy. Small business owners, the risk takers, and job creators. Most aren't lifelong activists. They're everyday people. They're just fed up with a system that feels rigged against them. They're tired of billionaires getting richer while essential services crumble. Tired of watching their own savings vanish under the weight of inflation and stagnant wages. Tired of politicians serving donors and corporate interests, not the needs of their voters. No King's Day gives them a megaphone, amplifying their concerns, turning individual frustration into a powerful collective roar that demands to be heard. The movement's strength lies in its alliances, a recognition that shared struggles require shared solutions. Environmentalists standing shoulder to shoulder with labor unions, fighting for a sustainable future and fair wages. Student debt activists joining forces with housing advocates, demanding an end to crippling debt and affordable homes for all. They're realizing their fights are interconnected, woven together by systemic issues, by one root problem, the fundamental imbalance of power in our society. This isn't just one group's struggle, it's a multifaceted movement. It's a web of people learning from each other, supporting each other, and building a better future together. That unity, that shared purpose, is what makes the movement so powerful and resilient. Together, standing as one, they're a force that's impossible to ignore. Why now? Economic pressure is at a breaking point. The wealth gap is a chasm, and people working two jobs still can't get by. The idea of a king hoarding wealth isn't abstract anymore. It's personal, and people have had enough. Enter Gen Z and millennials, digital natives who turn TikToks and tweets into organizing tools. Social media is their megaphone, spreading the movement faster than any news network. But it's more than tech skills. They're demanding real change, not just tweaks to the old system. Their energy is fueling bigger, bolder protests. What's next? Maybe new laws, maybe a cultural shift, citizens more engaged, leaders held accountable. The pressure is on politicians and corporations like never before. The kings may still sit on their thrones, but the ground beneath them is shaking. Like, comment, and subscribe for more latest information.